everyone, and happy new year. Welcome to 2021. I have several orders, and so therefore I have 3 new builds coming up in January and February this year. Looking forward to building those. It's an exciting time. There's a lot of people getting into gaming, and what I've decided to do is a multifaceted offer a multifaceted workstation that can graduate into a gaming machine, and this is one such workstation. So I'm using the actual GPU characteristics coming off of the CPU, so therefore it doesn't. This build doesn't have a graphics card, but in the future we'll be able to put a very good graphics card in, and it will be an admirable gaming machine. It's for a client in Melbourne who needed it before Christmas. I succeeded in meeting the deadline, but I did have trouble. Initially I thought it was the B450 motherboard that was causing grief, and I sent it back to Gigabyte, and they sent it back to me saying, no, all good. I did all the necessary things, switched the CPU, RAM, power supply, and ended up still having an issue with it, and I was caught off guard. Before Christmas, under pressure to get it out, and it turned out to be a cable, a power supply cable. So the actual unit that was going in there was a P750 from Gigabyte, and I used all of the cables that came with the device itself, and I just have to find which one it is. So rather than use this build as the machine that will, I can actually isolate the cables and determine what cable it was, I'll save that for the next workstation coming up, probably about next week, and I'll continue on, follow the device and see what the actual error is. If I have to send the power supply back, I'll send it straight to Gigabyte and see if we can actually get that tested, if it is. But if I can isolate the issue, work it out to be a cable, I'll just replace the cable and not trouble anybody. With this build, I ended up putting in a CV650, a Corsair, maybe a little bit underpowered depending on the graphics card I put in the future. But if that is the case, I'll switch out the 650 and put in an 850 or whatever the graphics card at the time requires. Okay, that's it for the intro. We'll go in and have a look at the product. You'll see the P750 and the B450 motherboard and power supply. So you'll see them being built, but then all of a sudden you'll see a B450 and a CV650. So you'll understand what's going on when you follow the edit. So over to Dinah for the display, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.
tail was a weapon, Bill. Cat's deciding to play with the camera. Yeah. No, you can't be doing that.
Say hello. Look at that. I could probably sacrifice one of the USB 2s on top of the case, but for convenience I'm going to use an adapter because we have 3 that are required. This is the USB connection for the CPU block and Aqua computer next. So because it needs 3, we only have 2 spots on the mother for USB 2s. I have to use an adapter.
long as we can get back on there, we should be okay. We'll test that first though. Make sure she starts up after packing it up. All the lights working where they're meant to be. All the fans working. Plastic than an adult expo. Well done.
This is like some sort of movie going on. It's quite amazing. Graeme, you are very clever. Thank you for creating this masterpiece. I'm quite mesmerized. Go you. Thank you.